They say wickedness has limits, boundaries, edges, but in the compound where Ire-Oluwa lived, wickedness wasn't a limit. It was a spirit, a shadow that refused to leave, a thunder that roared every single day. People whispered behind closed doors, if thunder were a woman, it would answer her name. But thunder strikes once. She struck every day. This is the story of the woman who ate her children's sunlight until the darkness swallowed her too. Before wickedness shaped her, Ire-Oluwa was just a cleaner in a small clinic. Life was hard, but she had a peculiar talent. She could smell wealthy men the way a stray dog smells roasted meat. She married 4 different men, left each one when their pockets dried, and took all her children with her. Not out of love, no, out of strategy. Her children came from 4 different fathers. Emmanuel, the first son from a mechanic. Joy, the first daughter from a small trader. Peace, the second daughter from a civil servant. Peter, the last child, a boy from a public driver. The fathers, they were not allowed near their children, not physically, not emotionally, not even spiritually, because she placed a ban that would scar them forever. It wasn't limited visits, it wasn't reduced contact, no. It was a total iron merciless ban. No calls, no meetings, no greetings, no birthdays, no accidental wave in the street. A child who dared say hello to their father received punishment that would be remembered for days. But here was the darkest twist. She still collected money from the fathers. If school fees were 50,000 naira, she wrote 100,000 naira. If uniforms cost 15,000 naira, she demanded 60,000 naira. And she never sent them to good schools, only the cheapest of the cheapest, 12,000 naira per term, 15,000 naira per term, 18,000 naira per term. Where did the excess money go? The money went into wigs, designer purses, lace wrappers, gold bangles, perfumes, new clothes for church every blessed Sunday. Meanwhile, her children wore torn slippers tied with wire. Inside her home, the children dare not turn on the television. Food was not food, it was punishment. If she cooked rice for 5 children, she measured only 3 cups, then added 700 naira worth of leaves until the rice disappeared. The children used to joke, if I see 1 grain of rice today, God loves me. Meat or fish? A myth, a fairy tale, something only Christmas understood. Birthdays? Non-existent. The children whispered happy birthdays to themselves in secret, like criminals hiding joy. To the outside world, she smiled like a queen every Sunday in church. Inside the house, she ruled like something darker. Rain or sun, heat or harmattan, sickness or strength, they must go to the bush to fetch firewood. She did not care whether they were limping, coughing, or crying. If they brought the wrong firewood, she shouted, "Are you useless? Go back." Rope and broom marks lived permanently on their shoulders. Ire-Oluwa fought neighbors like it was her personal sport. She fought a pepper seller for refusing to reduce price. She overturned the woman's tray. Tomatoes rolled on the ground like scattered blood. She fought another woman because the woman's child called her auntie instead of mama. She found offense in everything. She loved noise, chaos, attention, as she was in silent competition with everyone. But the ones who feared her most were her own children. One of the children fell seriously ill. Starvation, hard labor, neglect. She took the sick child, Peter, to a different hospital out of shame because the boy almost lost his life. The nurses were shocked when they saw him. "Madam, what has this child been eating? What are these marks on his body? Where is the father? Why does this child look like this?" Her lies began to crack. The doctor warned her, "This is negligence and child abuse. If we don't document this, we will be wrong." She panicked. Her hand shook. Her voice trembled. Then right there in the hospital lobby, she collapsed. Not out of guilt, but fear. Fear of exposure. Before the doctor could finish speaking, she snatched the child, grabbed the hospital card, and ran out of the hospital. She stopped treatment entirely. From that day, she became even more controlling. The fathers tried, they called, they begged. They involved elders. But every time they planned a meeting, she moved at night, packed bags, packed children, vanished. Neighbors called her the moving shadow. The fathers eventually learned to find her only one way, at her workplace. One day, all the fathers arrived at the clinic together. She came outside, folded her arms and said, "Don't ever come to this place again. Do you want me to lose my job?" Then turned to the guard. "If these people come again, keep them outside like strangers." And so the fathers stood outside the clinic gate, begging for the right to see their own children. They never got in. Emmanuel, a teenager turned bricklayer, working under the sun, inhaling cement dust, sweating blood just to support his siblings. Joy, she braided hair under a zinc shade, stayed in school only through Emmanuel's sacrifice. She met Daniel, the kindest man she knew. When her mother heard of the relationship, she stormed to Daniel's house and said, "Leave my daughter, or I will open your stomach." But love is stubborn. The relationship survived. Peace. She once served her mother loyally, until one night she watched her beat little Peter until the boy couldn't move. That night, Peace's heart cracked. Peter, the baby of the house, lost, confused, beaten too often, ignored too deeply. The streets swallowed him. He joined the wrong crowd. But that tragedy came later. When Joy got engaged, the compound celebrated, but Ire Oluwa smelled money and became unbearable. On the wedding day, she performed like a queen possessed. She separated guests wickedly. She told people, "I didn't invite you. Go and meet who invited you for food." She hid souvenirs, meat, and even water. She insulted the groom's family openly. Joy cried behind her veil. After the wedding, Joy and Daniel moved to another state, without telling her. They got the silence they longed for months after the wedding. Peter, lost in street life, followed the wrong crowd to the wrong place at the wrong time. He didn't return. His body did. The neighborhood cried, his siblings cried, but Ire Oluwa? She cried only for performance. Inside, nothing moved. His death broke the remaining children. It pushed Peace out of the house forever. And Emmanuel too. One by one, they all left. Her wrappers remained. Her wigs remained. Her gold remained. Her loud voice remained. But wrappers cannot cook. Wigs cannot talk. Gold cannot give comfort. Every morning she sat outside, staring at the road, waiting for footsteps that would never return. She whispered, "Where did I go wrong?" Everyone knew. Every blow, every lie, every hunger, every forbidden father, every broken dream. She planted seeds of sorrow in her children, and those seeds grew into a forest she was forced to walk through alone. In the end, she died in the same darkness she created, because no mother can steal our children's sunlight without eventually living in the night. Karma may sleep, but karma does not forget to wake. Thank you for listening to this tale. If you enjoyed this story, please remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who loves folk tales. I'd love to hear from you. Tell me in the comments who your favorite character was and why. Your support helps keep these stories alive. Until the next tale, stay curious, stay inspired.